The Princess Royal hosts a garden party in London. Princess Caroline of Hanover chairs a literary council meeting in Paris. Queen Matilda of the Belgians views a new exhibition in Mons. And the royal family of Norway celebrate Norwegian Constitution Day in Oslo. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Friday. If you're new to my channel, my name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for May 17th, 2024. In Oslo, Their Majesties, King Harald V and Queen Sonja of Norway, Their Royal Highnesses, Crown Prince Haakon and Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway, and Her Royal Highness, Princess Ingrid Alexandra of Norway, celebrated Norwegian Constitution Day at the Royal Palace. So what is Norwegian Constitution Day, also known as National Day? Well, on May 17, 1814, the Norwegian Constitution was adopted by the National Assembly at Eidsvoll and declared itself an independent kingdom. According to the official website for the city of Oslo, quote, the Constitution was an attempt to avoid being seized by Sweden after the defeat of Denmark and Norway in the Napoleonic Wars. The plan did not succeed, and in August 1814, the union between Sweden and Norway was a fact. End quote. The union with Sweden was dissolved in 1905. On November 18, 1905, the parliament elected Prince Christian Frederick Carl Georg Valdemar Axel of Denmark as their new monarch. The new king chose the name King Haakon VII. So, back to today's celebrations. The day began with the Crown Prince couple, Princess Ingrid Alexandra and their sweet little doggie Molly, welcoming the children's parade at Skaugum. In the afternoon, the Crown Prince couple and Princess Ingrid Alexandra, who began her military service with the Engineer Battalion of the Brigade Nord in Indre Troms, thus the reason for her wearing her army uniform, joined Their Majesties King Harald V and Queen Sonja of Norway on the balcony at the Royal Palace to welcome the children's parade with over 120 schools participating. For those of you who may be wondering, what is the history of the children's parade? Well, according to the Royal Court of Norway, quote, it was King Haakon VII and Queen Maud who established the custom of greeting the children's parade in Oslo from the palace balcony. The tradition was established in 1906 and has been maintained ever since. The only exceptions have been in 1910, when Queen Maud's father, the English King Edward, was buried, in the war years between 1940 and 1944, and during the pandemic, 2020 through 2021. End quote. As you may have noticed, His Highness Prince Sverre Magnus of Norway did not attend today's celebrations. The reason? The prince, who is the son of the Crown Prince couple of Norway, will soon graduate from Elva Bakken Upper Secondary School in Oslo. Per tradition, all graduating students, known as Rus, celebrate from mid-April through May 17th by participating in various activities, attending parties, and attending concerts. In Norway, according to the official website for the city of Oslo, one can spot a Rus due to their clothing, which is either, quote, red or blue overalls or pants, covered in letters, badges, and patches. You can often hear the Rus buses driving around the city playing loud music, and it is called rulle. The Rus tradition is a unique, both cherished and highly discussed aspect of Norwegian culture that has been celebrated for over a century. End quote. May 17th is the final day of Rus, so the prince and his classmates celebrated the day together. In Stockholm, His Majesty King Carl Gustaf of Sweden presided over the presentation of the Young Leadership's Diploma and Scholarship ceremony held inside the Bernadotte Library at the Royal Palace. On Thursday in Bangkok, Her Majesty Queen Sylvia of Sweden and Her Majesty Queen Sothoda of Thailand attended the Child Protection Summit held at the United Nations Conference Center. The conference, in which Queen Sothera gave the keynote speech, was organized by the World Childhood Foundation and the Safeguards Kids Foundation. Back in Stockholm, Her Royal Highness, Crown Princess Victoria, Sweden, attended the 2024 Crafoord Prize Award ceremony held at the Royal Academy of Sciences. Established in 1982, the Crafoord Prize is one of the, quote, world's most prestigious science prizes awarded in mathematics and astronomy, geosciences, and biosciences, end quote. On Thursday evening, Her Majesty, Queen Margrethe of Denmark, and Her Royal Highness, Princess Benedicte of Denmark, arrived at the Tivoli Concert Hall in Copenhagen to attend the ballet gala entitled The World of John Neumeier, an autobiography in dance. According to a press release, the ballet gala takes the audience on a journey through the 50-year career of world-renowned choreographer and artistic director of the Hamburg Ballet, Mr. John Neumeier. In Copenhagen, Her Majesty, Queen Mary of Denmark, held a meeting with the High Commissioner of the UNHCR, Mr. Filippo Grandi, and the Ambassador of Denmark to the United Nations in Geneva, Mr. Ib Petersen, at Frederik VIII's Palace at Amalienborg. According to the Royal Court of Denmark, during the meeting, Mr. Grandi informed the Queen of the United Nations' challenging work to, quote, protect the lives and rights of the world's refugees, including the efforts to improve the conditions of women and girls in humanitarian crises and the importance of climate change for vulnerable local communities, end quote. This afternoon, Their Royal Highnesses, Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume and Hereditary Grand Duchess Stephanie of Luxembourg, visited the Cité Judiciaire and Plateau Saint-Esprit. According to the Cour Grand Ducale, the hereditary Grand Ducal couple was given a tour of the main building and held a meeting with several judges and prosecutors. Quote, the visit was an opportunity to learn about the challenges faced by the prosecutor's office, the courts, and tribunals, but also to explore subjects such as youth protection or economic and financial crime, end quote. The visit ended with a presentation of Eustace. Eustace is a project aimed at raising awareness among students about the functioning of the Luxembourg judicial system. On Thursday, Her Majesty, Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, arrived at the Musée des Beaux-Arts de Mons to view the exhibition entitled Rodin, A Modern Renaissance. According to a press release, the exhibition explores the narrative of the career of the French sculptor Auguste Rodin, 1840 to 1917, quote, in which Belgium, this fertile ground that allowed his art to flourish, is a centerpiece. Thanks to numerous discoveries and comparisons with Rodin's sources of inspiration, such as Michelangelo, it will also reveal Rodin's interest in the artistic innovations of the Renaissance, which have scarcely been taken into account until now. The exhibition will feature nearly 200 sculptures, some of them monumental, drawings, engravings, and paintings from the Rodin Museum in Paris, international institutions, and private collections, end quote. In Den Haag, Her Majesty, Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, is celebrating her 53rd birthday. Happy birthday. On Thursday afternoon, the Queen presided over the presentation of the 2024 King Willem I prizes held at the Theater de Spiegel in Zwolle. According to RVD, the King Willem I prizes are, quote, awarded every 2 years in the categories of large, small, and medium-sized enterprises. A plaque for sustainable entrepreneurship is awarded for sustainable companies, end quote. On Thursday, in Madrid, His Majesty, King Felipe VI of Spain, received letters of credence from newly appointed ambassadors to the Kingdom of Spain at Palacio Real de Madrid. The newly appointed ambassadors are from the Republic of Guinea, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Republic of Kenya, the Argentine Republic, the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, and the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Each new ambassador accredited to the Kingdom of Spain presents his or her letters of credence to the sovereign. The letters of credence is an official document from a foreign head of state informing the sovereign that he or she has recently appointed the ambassador as the official representative of his or her country in the Kingdom of Spain. Upon receiving the letters of credence, formalizes the ambassador's entry into office in the Kingdom of Spain. This afternoon in London, Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal hosted the Forget-Me-Not annual garden party at Buckingham Palace. According to Buckingham Palace, the party gathered over, quote, 2,000 beneficiaries of the Not Forgotten Association from all services. The Not Forgotten Association is a tri-service charity that provides entertainment, leisure, and recreation for ex-service men and women with disabilities or illnesses and serving personnel who are wounded, injured, or sick. End quote. On Thursday in London, His Majesty, King Charles III of the United Kingdom, also received letters of credence from newly appointed ambassadors to the United Kingdom at Buckingham Palace. The newly appointed ambassadors are from Burkina Faso and the Republic of Uzbekistan. Meanwhile, His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, as patron of the Fleming Initiative, gave a speech during the conference entitled The World Together Solving the Antibiotic Emergency in Central London. The conference was organized by the Royal Society and the British government. On Wednesday, Her Royal Highness Princess Caroline of Hanover, as president, chaired the Prince Pierre of Monaco Foundation's Literary Council meeting held at the Ritz in Paris, France. The purpose of the meeting was to establish the list of authors in the running for the 2024 Literary Prize and the Scholarship of Discovery. The winners of the 2024 Literary Prize and the Scholarship of Discovery will be announced during the Prince Pierre Foundation Award ceremony on Tuesday, October 8, 2024, at the Opera Garnier in Monte Carlo. And finally, on Wednesday, Their Royal Highnesses, Prince Charles and Princess Camilla of Bourbon-Two Sicilies, Her Royal Highness, Princess Maria Carolina of Bourbon-Two Sicilies, and Her Royal Highness, Princess Maria Chiara of Bourbon-Two Sicilies, attended Day 2 of the 77th Annual Cannes Film Festival in Cannes, France. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow on Saturday, May 18th, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you a wonderful Friday afternoon. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, comment below, and click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode. Have a wonderful Friday afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.